face-to-face or online course, one of the most critical challenges is the design and development of meaningful summative assessments. Summative assessments are considered assessments of learning, and their goal is to measure a student's progress in meeting the course goals or objectives, and ultimately provide information to help determine a student's grade in the course. Although nearly any Blackboard tool can be used for summative or formative assessment purposes, there are some that work especially well for summative assessments. This video will provide a brief overview of each of the summative assessment tools available in Indiana State's Blackboard environment. Blackboard assignments are a great way to enable students to upload common file types, including .doc, .docx, .pdf, .rtf, .txt, or .html. When you create an assignment, a Grade Center column will be automatically generated. Blackboard assignments allow you to provide general and inline feedback to the student. You can also associate a built-in Blackboard rubric with the task to help facilitate grading. Blackboard peer and self-assignments allow learners to evaluate their peers or their own work based on criteria established by the instructor. Students and instructors can then view their text-based comments for further reflection and revision. A product of Blackboard, SafeAssign checks papers for plagiarism by comparing the student work to over 18 million other documents submitted to SafeAssign, the ProQuest database, and the Internet. After submitting a .doc, .docx, .txt, .rtf, .pdf, or .html file, students and instructors receive a report that indicates where a paper may have unoriginal content, as well as the suspected source of information. Safe assignments automatically generate Blackboard Grade Center columns and can also be associated with built-in Blackboard rubrics. Turnitin is another tool to assist with the detection of plagiarism, checking against over 300 million student papers, 130 million academic books and publications, and 40 billion web pages. But in addition to a detailed originality report, Turnitin offers dynamic features to further promote learning, including automated grammar feedback, in-text teacher-generated comments, overall text comments, overall auditory comments, and a built-in rubric. Turnitin accepts all file types and provides originality reports for .doc, .docx, Corel Word Perfect, HTML, .pdf, .txt, .rtf, .ppt, .pptx, .pps, and HWP file types. It also automatically generates a Blackboard Grade Center column. Additionally, Turnitin enables the creation of peer mark assignments requiring students to evaluate a peer's submission via instructor-created criteria and questions. Turnitin revision assignments allow learners to revise and resubmit work without being flagged as unoriginal, since their paper is now in Turnitin's database. Blackboard groups can assist faculty in managing group discussions, file transfer, tasks, and wikis. You can generate a single group or multiple groups at the same time. When creating a group set, you have the option of manually enrolling students, allowing students to self-select a group, or enabling Blackboard to randomly assign students to groups. Within groups, wikis support collaboration by permitting multiple students to add to and edit a single document or series of pages. Blackboard tests allow instructors to generate and deploy a variety of questions to students, including essay, fill in the blank, fill in multiple blanks, matching, multiple choice, multiple answer, ordering, true-false, short answer, opinion scale Likert, hotspot, quiz bowl, jumbled sentence, calculated numeric, and calculated formula. Automated feedback can also be added to each question or even each answer in order to better direct students after the test has been submitted. When deploying a test in a content area of a course, specific parameters such as the duration, dates, and randomization of test questions or answers can also be set to create a more meaningful, reliable assessment. Although the majority of the questions are automatically graded by Blackboard, instructors will need to manually evaluate subjective questions such as essays and short answer. To help build tests from a variety of sources, or to build multiple versions of a single test, Blackboard pools can be created by the instructor or imported from publishers. Within a test, questions can then be selected based on topic, subject matter, question type, or difficulty. Or a random block of questions can be created so that Blackboard pulls a set number of random questions based on similar criteria. A program downloadable from downloads.instate.edu, Respondus is an offline test creator that integrates with Blackboard. It can be used, for example, to convert and import existing tests originally created in Microsoft Word to Blackboard. Although from the same company, Respondus Lockdown Browser serves a very different purpose from the Respondus software program. Tests employing Lockdown Browser will disallow users from entering any other window other than the Blackboard test browser window. All programs, from Office to the Internet, must be closed before a student can take a Lockdown Browser test, and they will be prevented from opening any documents, programs, or windows for the duration of the test. If you are interested in learning more about one of the tools mentioned, or any tool you are considering for summative assessment within your course, contact one of Indiana State's instructional designers today.